Hello everyone, this is Judy coming to you from my scrapbook loft, and I am here to do a retake of part 4 of the Christmas Advent Calendar house that I did. I made a mistake, you all. Yeah, I have done that again. I've made a mistake. I made a mistake in my figuring when I put my shelves in here. When I put my shelves in, I did not allow for the chipboard that was going into the ends, okay? And two of those together is almost 1/4 of an inch. So what happened was, when I got to number 5 box, it's like 1/4 of an inch, possibly 3/8, too big. So what I did, instead of tearing my house apart or redoing all these boxes that I've got cut out, and I had already cut out my 25 boxes. So I'm not going to redo those. I'm not going to waste that paper. So what I did, I just downsized one of the boxes. Alright, I'm going to give you a downsized one of the boxes, and I'm going to stick it right in the center. It doesn't really hurt the looks, because this is, yeah, I'm not going to let that bother me. But if you all follow this tutorial and you go to cut your boxes, then you need to cut them down by probably 1/8 of an inch, okay? So instead of 3.5, it would be 3 3/8. Okay, you would still score it the same. You just don't want it as wide. Okay, that should bring it down. Okay, at 3 3/8, and you're going to score at on 1 inch on each side, and you're going to flip it and score on the other side. Okay, it's the other. My boxes are 3.5 by 5.5. Okay, and so I'll show you. Mine are 3.5 by 5.5. Okay, on the 5.5 inch side, you're going to put it in on the 5.5 inch side, and you're going to score at 1/2, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4.5. Okay, because you still want it to be 1.5 to the. You still want it to be 1.5 this way. Okay. And then you're going to flip it on the 3 3/8 inch side, and you're going to score at 1. You're going to flip it, and you're going to score at 1. Okay? You can score at 1 and then at 2.5. Not on 3 3/8, you can't. No. Forget I said that. You're going to score at 1, and in order to make sure that you have the same size score on the other side, you're just going to flip that over and score on the other side at 1. Okay? That's with 3 3/8. On the 3 3/8 side. That's going to cut your length down 1/8 of an inch, and it should work with hopefully a little space to move them in and out with. Okay, so what I had to do, I had to cut me down 5 boxes for my 5 shelves, and I'm making mine 1 inch instead of 1.5 wide to go in the middle, because I can do that. Yes, I can. So I'm going to recut this. Then you cut your flaps just like this. Okay, you want to start at the 1/2 inch side and cut down to this next score line, because you just want to cut that off. I got the wrong scissors. Yeah, for that. Okay. Then we're going to cut this flap here. And you always want to angle them a little bit in order to make them lay pretty good. They just lay better when you angle them. And you cut a little angle out of there, like that. And I'm going to angle this one. I'm going to angle that one. Angle. Take that out. I mean, it should look like that. Almost like an airplane. Okay. The same way with the my big ones. I want to make sure I've got them all angled pretty good. Have that one cut straight. Okay. All right. So I'm going to crease these again so they will fold. I want to make sure they fold really good. This is the 4th video that I've made of this, you all. Yeah. I'm going to make a couple of these boxes, and then I'm going to call it a night. Yeah. Match your corners up right here. Okay. I made one video and it wasn't even recording. Yeah. I went back to watch it and it's like, what? Yeah. It hadn't even recorded. Just make sure your corners are matched up there, your edges. If you don't, your lid doesn't fit right. And this one should go together pretty good. Do these two together. There we go. Okay. There you go. Make sure all of your edges are lined up. And then your lid fits perfect. Okay? That's the next row. Yeah, when I made these boxes, that first row, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Judy Ann, what's wrong with you? You forgot to figure in your braces for your shelves. Oh, yeah. Make sure I am good here and here and here. Okay, that's good. Round the corners. So, I hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I think I'm going to have to go to urgent care again tomorrow. I didn't angle that one. This sinus infection just isn't going away. It's driving me nuts. Lining up my edges. Lining up my edges. Oops, I let that one slip. Shoot, let it slip again. There we go. And there's another box. Now for my center box, because I've reached the center. Oh yeah. Trim that up. Okay. Modder my lid. See, this doesn't bother me that I messed up. And, well, yeah, it aggravated me, but it doesn't bother me that I'm having to downsize a box rather than used to. I would have thrown everything out and redone the whole thing. I would have redone every box, but I am not wasting this paper. Everything's too daggone expensive these days. Everything's too expensive. And I already had all of these scored and cut. And like, oh my gosh. So having a little center box it's no big deal. My son-in-law won't care, as long as it's got candy in it. And there we go. There's the center one. We're in there. Get this glue off of here. See, you all, I don't think that it hurt the looks of it at all. I don't know if you can see it or not by it being black on black, because I will be covering these with pattern paper, just the fronts. I'm looking for, I'm wanting to put numbers on the outside of them. I may put the circle tab pulls on them again, I don't know. But I will come back when I have it finished and show you all what it looks like, okay? But like I said, I don't think having those there hurts it at all. So, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for your support and your prayers. And, yeah, hugs to you from me, and God bless.